Prepare to dive into a fascinating tale of an album that never was, but could have changed the course of music history. Pink Floyd, the legendary rock band, had a unique vision in the early 70s that, if realized, would have pushed the boundaries of musical experimentation even further. Imagine an album devoid of traditional instruments, a bold concept that the band toyed with before their iconic Dark Side of the Moon era. This hypothetical album, internally titled Household Objects, was a daring leap into the avant-garde. The idea was to create music using everyday objects, transforming beer bottles, taps, and saws into musical instruments. It's a concept that, while intriguing, would have presented a significant challenge to the band's commercial success. The first attempt at this experimental album took place in 1971, a few years after the departure of their innovative frontman, Syd Barrett. During this time, the band explored various non-instrumental soundscapes, tapping beer bottles and tearing newspapers to create unique rhythms. However, they soon realized the immense work required and decided to take a more conventional approach for their next album, Meddle. Fast forward to the post-Dark Side of the Moon era, and the band found themselves under pressure to create a worthy successor. It was during this time that they revisited the Household Objects concept, this time with the innovative engineer Alan Parsons at the helm. The sessions involved axes, hammers, and broomsticks, creating unconventional sounds and textures. Nick Mason, the band's drummer, recalled in his autobiography that the Household Objects sessions were a way to avoid the reality of creating a follow-up to Dark Side of the Moon. It was a time-consuming process, and the band found solace in the mechanics of sound creation, rather than the music itself. Richard Wright, the keyboardist, shared a similar sentiment, calling the sessions insane and a waste of time. Despite the band's mixed feelings, some elements of the Household Objects project found their way into their ninth album, Wish You Were Here. The opening of Shine On You Crazy Diamond features the subtle vibration of wine glasses, a remnant of their experimental sessions. David Gilmour, the guitarist, also salvaged a few other bits, including a bass sound created by stretching rubber bands across matchboxes. Although the Household Objects album never materialized, it served as a creative challenge that reinvigorated the band's spirit. It pushed them towards the dense and emotionally charged sound of Wish You Were Here. Roger Waters, the band's bassist and lyricist, reflected on the project, acknowledging that it was a good idea at the time, but didn't come together, perhaps due to the band's exhaustion and the success of Dark Side of the Moon. This story is a reminder of the creative risks artists take and the unique paths they explore, even if they don't always lead to a finished product. It's a fascinating glimpse into the innovative mind of Pink Floyd and their journey towards musical excellence. What do you think? Would you have liked to hear Pink Floyd's Household Objects album? Share your thoughts in the comments below.